Farage is back in the UK after his sojourn in America, and he's delivered some advice at a conference in Exeter outlining an intriguing, if bold, approach for Labour to strengthen its relations with an incoming Trump government, with an incoming Trump administration. Farage's suggestions that Keir Starmer should proscribe Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the IRGC, as a way of extending an olive branch to President-elect Trump strikes. It adds a striking political dimension to an already tense geopolitical scene. The IRGC, a dominant military force in Iran with substantial influence over the Middle East, has long been scrutinized for its involvement in supporting militant groups and destabilizing activities, most notably its funding and arming of proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. So, of course, they should be proscribed. I don't see any reason why there's any hesitation. The crux of Farage's argument lies in recent revelations from the US Department of Justice that the IRGC has orchestrated a murder-for-hire plot aimed at assassinating Trump, presumably for retaliation for his authorization of the 2020 drone strike that killed Qasem Soleimani, the high-ranking IRGC commander. This plot, revealed just days after Trump's electoral victory, compounds the perception of the IRGC as an active threat to international figures and fuels the calls for its designation as a terror organization. Such prescription would align Britain more closely with US policy, particularly under a Trump presidency that views Iranian influence with staunch hostility. By advocating this policy, Farage implies that Labour could strategically position itself as a partner to Trump's anti-Iranian stance, potentially scoring diplomatic points. The move would also resonate with pro-Israel sentiments within the Labour Party, who see the IRGC's prescription as a counterweight to government measures perceived as unfavourable to Israel, such as restoring funding to UNRWA and limiting arms exports. But quite frankly, it seems to me that the IRGC should be proscribed on principle. Farage's critique of conservative inaction adds a layer of internal British political tension, questioning why such a step hasn't been taken, despite the IRGC's persistent provocations and direct threats, as evidenced by the US assassination attempt. Furthermore, Farage proposes inviting Trump for a state visit, symbolic of mending transatlantic ties and reasserting Britain's role as a close US ally. This suggestion pairs with his warning that the Trump administration may not view the UK's relinquishing of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius favourably, portraying it as an act of diplomatic self-sabotage at odds with Western strategic interests. Starmer's response to this matter will be pivotal. Prescribing the IRGC could serve as a powerful statement of Britain's alignment with its US ally, especially under a volatile Trump administration. However, the UK government has so far argued that targeted sanctions against regime figures are more tacitly and tactfully effective than a full prescription, a point ministers have reiterated amid private lobbying efforts. Farage's strategic proposition positions Labour with an opportunity to recalibrate its international stance, directly linking it to Trump's security priorities and broader global strategies. If Farage were serious about this proposal, then I don't see why he wouldn't have offered the advice privately. Instead, he's grandstanding. So not to do it is to defy an opportunity to get on the side of Trump, and to do it is to capitulate to Farage's demand. This alignment comes with potential backlash from diplomatic quarters and may deepen divisions within British politics about how to address Iran's future. And Nigel Farage has just gift-wrapped Keir Starmer a sort of poisoned chalice, when everybody knows that the IRGC should be proscribed. Now, to do it would be to kowtow to Farage's demand.